The second defensive block that we're going to be discussing in this tactical analysis is the standard block. Do not be fooled by its simplistic implications, as the standard block can be incredibly complex. In an effective standard block, if one player is to lose shape, it affects the whole ecosystem of the defending side. The reason this defensive system is known as the standard block is due to its positioning on the pitch. The defensive unit is in a more standard area where the forwards are hovering just above the halfway line and the defenders are keeping a comfortable distance between them and their goal. Many managers or coaches who do not focus on defending in their tactics would consider this a basic principle, but again, while this may be true, this should not be considered a basic system. If the spacing is implemented effectively, this system can devastate even the most ruthless attacks in the world. So the diagram that you're seeing on your screen explains how the standard block can be effective and where it can be dangerous in terms of positioning and spacing on the pitch. Similar to how in the high block we saw an example of Liverpool implementing a high block, for this example, we're going to be looking at Manchester United. Now, the reason I picked Manchester United is due to a few different things, but most importantly is the formation that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer likes to play. He sets up his team in a 4-2-3-1 formation, and after watching a lot of Manchester United matches, the team does not always high press, but is not always sitting back very deep. So it is a great case study to see how the midfield defenders can work together in order to try and control these spaces on the pitch for a standard block. So as you can see, Manchester United are set up in a balanced 4-2-3-1 formation, and the opposition team, which can be seen in possession of the ball, is going to be representing one of the opposing center backs. I don't have a specific team that Manchester United played in order to give this specific example, so just imagine whoever you want in that center back role. So when in a standard block, it's very likely that the manager is comfortable with giving the opposition time and space while the defenders are in possession. They consider this a very low threat to their defensive side. They know that if they're in their defensive shape properly, that they will not be able to beat them by just making one pass, which will unlock the entire defense. So the yellow zones represent the area of the pitch, again, that the defending team is willing to give up. So in this case, Manchester United are willing to give up these passing lanes, or actually inviting the opposition center backs to play into that passing lane. But why is this? The reason they give up these passing lanes are because they're trying to invite the opposing center backs to play the ball into, because they are stationed to apply pressure. The green zone of the pitch, which can be seen in between Bruno Fernandes, Paul Pogba, and then whoever the third midfielder is in that situation. Let's just say it's Nemanja Matic for this match. The green area of the pitch is under great control from this defensive setup. And why is that? There's two lines of midfielders creating a pentagon shape, which will make playing through the middle of the pitch incredibly difficult for the attacking team. While there is more control over the center of the pitch, it is likely that the wings will be an area of danger for the defense, and that is why I marked that with a red zone. Now, when the midfield is so compact and it's so controlled, we know that the likes of Bruno, Paul Pogba, Nemanja Matic, they can all close in that green zone very quickly. However, the red zone is then left for a danger zone. Now, this can be countered by dropping the right wing or left wing deeper, such as Marcus Rashford or Mason Greenwood, to protect that space, but that is not what a forward-thinking manager wants. The whole point of a setup in a 4-2-3-1 formation, those outside wingers are extremely dangerous. So this requires a right and left back to do a lot of very important work. And this is why you see wing backs or right and left backs becoming so important in modern day tactics. So if you're looking to set your team up in a very compact defensive shape, but still have a lot of attacking opportunity, potentially setting up in the standard block and really emphasizing that control in the middle of the pitch is your best option.